You done?
I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a brand new episode of With a Side of Chaos. This is Patricio, aka Rocky, and as always, I got the saltiest of crackers, the saltiest.
Actually, hi, I'm here.
Yeah, you're here.
I'm here. I'm here in conscience. I'm here in spirit.
But
royalty.
The podcast that puts a magnifying glass on Orlando to show the world that we're more than just theme parks. We talk to the creativity, the talent, the diversity that is Orlando and more.
None of them are here today.
Yeah, none of them are here today.
The talent is definitely not here. It's just us.
No, it really is. And these last 2 months have just been grueling for me personally. I just haven't had a chance to go out and network and talk to all the people that I used to back in the while.
Right. Because you really missed that wind down Wednesday at Ember, don't you? Sorry.
Screw you. But no, we do have some people lined up.
Sorry, that was an inside joke, and we just said we weren't going to make inside jokes anymore. fuck me, man.
Did you not get the fucking?
I did not. You voice told me the memo, and I still ignored it. I'm sorry. My apologies. I'm hanging this shit up.
But no, I am working on some stuff for more guests to come in for 2021. This, as the year winded down, Aaron and I have both been busy. And you got your projects, I've got my side.
My projects have been sitting in my bedroom, clenching my fist against my forehead because of manic migraines since Christmas Day. It's been, it's fun.
It's fun.
It's good stuff.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. My kid got Legos. I know I bought him a lot of those. So,
dude. Well, let me ask you this: how often do you actually play with Legos?
I played with Legos for quite a while. I believe it was, but my whole thing was during the time was Jurassic Park was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 89. I was like 6 in 89. So Jurassic Park was really big. Congo was, I think, big.
Well,
all the John Crichton books were starting to become a thing, and then we had a school shooting, and then it changed America.
Because 93 was when Jurassic Park came out.
Okay, 93 then.
Yeah, 93.
I would have been 9. So that definitely mixes in with. I play with a lot of action figures though.
Oh yeah, no,
not Legos.
Same.
My kid's obsessed with them though.
I had my toys.
Okay.
Here was the thing: growing up, my toys were never in a toy box. I never had a toy box. I had a shelf. I had a huge TV entertainment system shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because the ones that you put in the box TV, and then over here was the VCR,
right,
the stereo, all that shit.
The 9 components to make up a good audio for a movie.
Yes.
It's still, my parents still own their turntable, dude. With their connection receivers, It was like a 90s one. It wasn't like a 70s one that would have lasted. It would be like $100,000 right now if it was some vintage speakers, obviously. But no, it's like one from the 90s. It still works. I was like, gotta get a new 5-track CD player. I was like, the fuck did you just say? Where do you get one of those? It's less than $12K, I got 5 CD changers.
I remember when we got our first CD player in the house.
Yeah, revolutionized nothing, did it?
No, it didn't. Because here's the thing: my grandma got this huge entertainment system that was the record player, the CD player, it was everything.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, dude: it wasn't like a 5 or a 6 disc changer; it was a 60 disc.
I've read that they go up to 120 or more.
I don't.
And I was like, "Are you having a jukebox in your house?" Okay, let's walk away from the reason of even why would you purchase that? 2 things I can think of. Okay, and let's jump back in time. Okay, so there's no cell phones, there's no whatever. Yeah, I'm not worthy. Yeah. No, but your grandma, she buys this thing, and she's like, I never have to not listen to music again.
Yeah.
I've got 120, 60. You said I saw one for 120, dude. 120 CDs.
There was no point.
You know what that is? It's an iPod.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
How fucking weird is that? Is that somebody used to spend... my favorite. Why did we have 5 CD changers in the car?
I was just about to jump in on that one. I remember I never had that.
My friend did. It was the ugliest, dumbest thing I ever saw in my life.
Yeah, and you had to remember what CD was in what drive.
Unless you had 5 favorite CDs and you didn't give a shit. And it was 5. It was like not even like a regular number. Like if it was 4, makes sense. If it's 6, it makes sense. But 5?
Now, was yours like, or was your friends like in the front, or was it in the back or underneath something?
Okay, this is where it gets into be a little divisive for me. All right, so I did have a couple of people that I knew back in high school who had the 5 CD changer in the back of their car, and it was a Cutlass. It was a drop top Mustang. Remember the ones that were shitty? What is Vartec, Delinda? Anyways, so they would have the CDs in the back in the trunk, and you would usually have like a boat, like a battery, and then speakers in there, and you would have like the zone, you know what I mean, for your musical stuff, for the stuff that you had in your trunk, and then you would have the 5-disc CD player sitting right on top of it.
Yeah,
it had CD scratch, dude.
all the time.
It's where I'm coming with this is that if you have it in the front of the car, okay, you can reduce the amount of. But when you're in the trunk, that's the back of the car.
Yeah,
everything is wiggling like fuck. Let's. I believe putting a CD in would have sounded like a Walmart edits. I lost it, but Walmart edited CD.
Walmart edited CD.
That's what I was trying to say with so many words.
I was always mad at myself when I would go to Best Buy and buy a CD, thinking that I got the unedited version.
Yeah,
and then I've already ripped it off, put it in the CD player, and what the hell? No, I paid extra. I wanted the bad words. What the hell? And you couldn't turn it back. You couldn't return it. You could never return a CD at that point. But
that's when you took it to a secondary CD store.
You remember Coconuts?
I wasn't here for that.
No, that was in Chicago. Oh. You don't remember Coconuts?
I don't. Most of mine is north of that. Greater north.
But yeah, like we had the 60 disc CD changer, and my grandma had asked the person where she got it from. She's like, "Well, do you guys have CDs?" And the guy looked at her, and I'm just like, I'm watching this conversation occur, and like my grandma was asking for CD. We didn't even own CDs at the time.
Yeah,
it was
$18 a CD.
Yeah,
when they launched, yeah, I think it was $18.99, and then I think it was like a decade.
Yeah.
Like it was 80 whatever when they came out, and then it was right before iPod when they finally went down to like $5.99, $8.99.
Do you remember going to Walgreens or Jewel Osco, and at the cash register there was a turntable or like a turn stand of CDs, of single CDs?
They still have it at Big Lots.
Do they really?
At least when they still had the original cash line, they would have like a small section. Now it's candy, obviously, because that's more important than the timeless classics of Elvis.
Like I remember getting Who Let the Dogs Out, the single, just the song itself.
Yeah, that's
on CD.
The Baja Man,
the Cup of Life by Ricky Martin, and so many other stupid CDs from back in the day. But then, like when I had my car, my station wagon didn't have a CD player.
Of course it didn't.
So of course you had to do the adapter cassette.
Oh, you did the cassette. Well, I couldn't do it. There was not a moment in time where I was like, I'm buying a CD player. It was just so Chinese, and I don't want to say it that way, but it felt so fake to do. Like
it was. I felt like I was like rewire, like
you were a hacker.
Yeah, you were a hacker. You had the cable, you had the power adapter, you had the CD player. It's like it had to stay still because God forbid you go over a bump.
Again, human ingenuity at its finest. We're gonna put and then they had to sell CD players, the Discmans, for like $199 that were shockproof.
Yeah.
And then my friends threw it off of a building to see if it still works, so they burned $200.
And I loved it having the. Did you actually have the book of CDs?
I had plenty.
How many CDs do you think you had at one point?
God. Okay, so in elementary.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna do this by years, okay?
Fair,
We're gonna do
fair.
it by 4 stints of time.
Uh-huh.
And when I was 17, which means I was in well, excuse me, when I was in. Let me start again. When I was in, I would say middle school.
Middle school.
I
Okay.
would have about 20.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the CDs and that was like whatever the fuck was gifted to me. I think like Ace of Base, Green Day, Lion King soundtrack, like just it was. I mean, there could have been an Elvis
Holy
Costello CD in there.
I like that you actually said Ace of Base and then went to the Lion King soundtrack.
Oh, that's just true. That's just true. I love. I look. What's his name?
Do you remember your actual first CD?
Lion King.
Lion King.
I didn't buy it, but it was my first CD.
Mine was, and I got this, and this is how dated I am. I got it at Montgomery Ward's.
Okay.
And I got the volume 1 of the Chicago Bulls mix CD.
So don't make fun of me listening to Lion King because mine had some good songs.
Yours had some good songs.
It's timeless. Yours, not so much. Hasn't aged. Mine, people are still singing Hakuna Matata before they go to sleep at night to keep the demons away.
Yeah, mine is completely gone. I've been wanting to like buy a CD just for memorabilia's sake. And they go on like I find them on Amazon and on eBay for like $40-$50 because it's not being redistributed anymore.
Yeah.
And
well, look at Amazon a little harder. It seems like you're getting fucking ripped off.
Yeah, I think I'll have to.
You can always go to like CD resale.
Mm-hmm.
It's actual. I just do a CD resale online and type in the name of the CD, and you will find whatever CD it is for if it's doable. You know, there was. That's too fog deep. Nobody will know. Nobody will know that. Yeah, man. Oh, high school, I probably had 100 CDs.
Okay.
And at that point, I started doing a lot of music, a lot of stuff. And then when it gets to that end of high school into college, like rooms full of CDs that we sampled and stole.
Oh, yeah. At that point, you're burning CDs.
It's beyond that. I mean, we're separating sound effects from other artists on their like 10,000 CDs or more.
Yeah. I never understood the concept of the MP3 CD where you would be able to put like hundreds of songs on just one CD.
Mm-hmm.
I never was able to like get to that point. And then I started seeing all the oh my God, the Zunes.
Yeah.
The Zunes, the iPods, the shuffles, all that crazy
no
stuff.
matter what, it was like no matter what, at least because I kept growing up through in Illinois. Whenever I saw anyone had a Zoom versus an iPod, I was like, why are we buying these Zunes? Do you remember how cool the iPad looked?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the iPod looked.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like the first one, it was just this nice white, had a circular thing, a nice blue screen. And then you look at the Zune, it had color, but it told you things in Chinese, and it never found your song. And there was not like any central way to choose your songs.
Never.
And that was like, this is bananas, obviously. Why would you do that, Microsoft?
Dude,
I feel bad.
I'm so happy that
you need to find a Zune. We need to find a Zune right now online. And then we're only going to play it for 3 podcasts. What's on there?
I am so happy that I have Spotify now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
are you telling me you're not on the tidal wave yet?
The moment that because I used to download my songs onto my phone a few years back.
I feel like we're missing something in this long line of.
Well,
are we going to go back to the other stuff? Or are we going to.
We're transitioning from like the evolution of like how we used to listen to music, you know, in our time.
There's a more important part about why we don't use CDs anymore in there, other than the iPods.
So no, go ahead and touch base on that.
Napster.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I actually did, and I know we don't.
Do you remember the dude who fucked it all up and like was just a whiny? Forgive me for saying it like this. It was a whiny bitch about the whole thing.
Oh yeah, Metallica drummer.
Lars Ulrich.
Fucking douchebag. Even now, he is still persecuted for that. And his shit's on Spotify. Do you know what it's like? He will forever go down. Internet bad. Remember that? I fucking remember that. Internet bad. Napster bad.
Dude, the only reason why like I remember
Fat Mike good bad.
Lars Ulrich's name is because it got blasted like crazy on MTV because of the whole Napster, LimeWire, all that stuff. And dude, like
Kurt Loder. Just remember that name.
Kurt Loder.
Wonder what he's doing right now. Wonder if he's getting the Tom Petty update still.
He should still be alive, right?
I don't know if Kurt Loder is alive. Hypothetically, he should be, but there's been a lot of death the last couple of years. I don't know if Kurt Loder is the old man VMG. VMJ.
He's still alive.
Holy crap. What's he doing now? Dying?
He was born Curtis Kurt Loder, born May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Good for him. 1945. And he's 76 years old, currently resides in Ocean City, New Jersey. Oh, no. Well, that's where he's from. But like I'm looking at at photos of him, of how he looks now.
Is he still Kurt Loder?
He's still Kurt Loder. But he look, I'm going to pull it up on the screen. Just for shits and giggles, this was him at the release of Bohemian Rhapsody, the film, which is probably like what 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, about that. I still haven't seen that, by the way.
What?
Yeah,
I'm
not a queen.
I don't know like why people react like, what? You haven't seen it? You've been busy. You've been doing shit. Look at Kurt Loder.
Kurt Loder looks good, dude. For who he used to be, he still looks like a rock and roll guy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can see him and he hadn't changed. God, he looks like Tom Waits.
Dude, I had so much.
Look up Tom Waits.
Tom Waits.
Yeah, TOM space the regular word wait with an S. Tom Waits. Yeah, he's.
Oh my God, you're right.
Tom Waits is famous. He's not dead yet.
Is he?
Check if Tom Waits is dead. I don't know if he's dead now.
No, he's alive.
He's 2 years younger than Kurt Loder. I bet they're friends. I really bet they're friends. Actually, Kurt Loder,
Kurt Loder,
Dave Navarro. Dave Navarro definitely has to be friends with Kurt Loder because of Jane's Addiction.
Jane's Addiction.
Yeah. Wow, God, these fucking bands haven't been mentioned in my. Gonna go on a Porno for Pyros listen to later.
We're keeping the memory and the spirit of all the old 90s music alive just by saying it right now.
And this is how we're talking about 2021. We're supposed to be talking about 2021.
We're supposed to be talking about 2021 and going into this year, dude. Like I was about to ask you, like how has like your 2021 been?
God, man. I know I didn't say that in a mic, but
dude, I have to go back and just like clip that scene of you just like looking to the side, like, man, 2021.
Yeah, it's my nom. It's not, but man, yeah, this is a tough year, dude. There's just no other way to say it. It started out with seemingly I was very on the cusp of having a very successful 2021, if you remember.
I remember.
I time is irrelevant now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if 2019's December, 2020's January or 2021's January is the same or not. That is how much time has gone, and it doesn't matter because COVID.
I remember that day that like you're kind of nudging to, because that was the day
was that 2020 or was that 2021?
That was 2021 because that was the day the Capitol got stormed. That was the exact same day.
Great. I will never, as long as I live, forget that date.
I am so sorry.
God damn it.
I am so sorry because like I remember coming to visit you.
Okay, inside jokes. Got to get back to here. Okay, yeah, 2021 was pretty rough.
It was, and then came
June, and then July, and then the rest of the year happened, and that's it.
I
mean, I remember the first half of 2021 being tough, to say the least, like nail-bitingly tough, and then halfway through the year, it broke me. I am a different person than when this year started. There is no way to say that it wasn't the same case. Yeah. Does that make sense? Are those words?
Those are words.
Those are words. Yeah, it's been a tough year without smashing that nail with a hammer, whatever.
I don't want to gloat, but like I gotta say, this has been for me. It's been a good year. Like I've had a lot of fun. I got engaged. I did Horror Nights for the last time.
Well, I'm glad that at least your scheduling next year is not going to be poopy.
Oh yeah. So I could officially say it on this episode. Yeah, 2021 was my 10th year of doing Halloween Horror Nights, and yeah, it's over. I have a lot more things to focus on. I have bigger priorities,
like property,
like property,
like property. That sounds so fucking trivial. I love it. Like property.
Property.
You guys buying a house? Kind of. Our house can be more.
Location, meta location.
Yeah.
No. I've actually been doing my research as well on the subject of the metaverse that has just like blown up.
No, we're not talking about that.
We're not going to talk about that. Okay.
There is not a single fucking NDA signed, and there is not a single fucking person who has signed that NDA. So no.
Okay.
Because this is how was 2020 begin? Sign an NDA. Just kidding.
So going back, January, yeah, tough month for you, tough month for America.
I don't really remember it. And not to say it in a way that it's like I forgot it. It's just there's so much that compiled into madness for me.
Mm-hmm.
It really was, because Grumpy's was off the chain like the first half of the year, and then we had other people hosting Grumpy's.
Was this the year that we did the contest?
Yeah,
with Aaron.
I don't see. Here's the weird thing. See, when we look at the timeline, we got to think of when we met AJ, because he was the one who won the competition.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm gonna say, I have no idea, because that man's success has proportioned him to beyond reason.
He has literally blown up, and I'm so happy.
Blown up. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna download my Facebook app. Let's take 5 minutes.
No, I'm actually pulling it up right now, because I remember doing the marketing for that one for the firm, and like I'm going through all our socials, seeing. Okay, so that's May the 4th, March, because they won the Super Bowl, and I know. Okay, almost there. AJ, here we go. Found it. Oh, that was October 6th of 2020.
Time is irrelevant. I think that is going to be the most common way to talk about 2021, because been a long year.
Yeah, it has. And
a lot of cool stuff, a lot of sad stuff.
Dude, I forgot about because I was watching on Netflix Death of 2021.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet either. I don't really want to remember this year. I'm just so happy that we could maybe whitewash these past 2 years.
There were a couple of things that,
or blackwash, whatever you want to call it.
I'm glad that I watched it, because I completely forgot about a couple of things.
Oh yeah,
during 2021. And now that I'm actually going back to it, I'm like, holy shit, did I really forget about other stuff that happened during 2021? Because the things that stood out to me was, one, the Capitol riot. What else crazy shit happened this year that I'm really trying to I'm trying my best to remember right now.
I know this year Bill Cosby was this year?
Was he?
Bill Cosby was this
year? I think so.
Okay. We also had Harvey Weinstein, I believe.
The vaccination.
Yes, beginning of January was vaccinations, beginning of that, and then it was a slow rollout for those.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Joe Biden was 3 stimulus checks, said he would cancel all student loan debt, which is still not happening. And What else happened in 2021? Go ahead.
Well,
Pat.
we were joined the U.S. I mean the Paris Climate Act. I know that's literally has nothing to do with anybody. We pulled
That
out.
is for our children, and let them deal with it, as I always say.
We pulled out of Afghanistan, and that went to shit.
Oh yeah, the rug pull.
Yeah. I love that. I love that.
It's like if anything had a more truer joke to it, it's a good rug pull.
Juneteenth became a federal holiday this year.
Okay, give it up for them.
The Tokyo Olympics.
That happened?
Yeah, like that was this year, and the whole controversy with the cardboard.
Did it happen
beds.
though?
Yeah, it actually happened.
Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I watched that with the family. Time's irrelevant. What else we got? What else we got?
Oh, dude, the collapse of the building down in Miami. You remember that one?
Is that like the freeway? I
I
remember the freeway. I don't remember the building.
The 12-story Chaplin Tower South condo building.
Oh yeah, that was fairly recent.
Surfside.
That was the last 3 months.
This was in June 24th.
Yeah.
This year.
So okay, so 4 months.
Yeah. Hurricane
5
Ida.
months.
Hurricane Ida. Oh, freaking!
Is it weird that even as you're saying these, I have no recollection of anything fucking happening? That's amazing. I need to make sure I turn my brain on during the day.
Dude, George Floyd's the verdict against Derek Chauvin.
Yeah, that happened.
We got a little bit of comfort right there with that verdict.
I don't really care.
I said a little bit of comfort.
You know what? Honestly, in the long scheme of things, it's going to require a whole lot more than one prosecution.
Yeah.
It's going to take an entire mental, psychic change of a nation to understand that we are a country of diversity rather than minorities.
Brittany finally got free from her.
Well, I heard her dad's a douche, so congratulations, Brittany. Go spend the money you earned 20 years ago on oops, I did it again. And don't do it again.
The billionaires race for space. You remember that week? I know you remember that week. I know for a fact.
Oh my God, I am. If any highlight of 2021, it was the year of the billionaires space race. How could I forget the space race and me making money off the space race? Oh, it was so fun. When you told me, just for the sake of argument, let's say you told me, okay?
Yeah.
When you told me that Amazon's Blue Origin wasn't going to be a publicly traded thing, I'm like, those people are going to die. And, I never bet against somebody unless it's absolutely warranted. And I lost money against Bezos. Congratulations, sir. I take my hat off to you. However, Elon and Dawson, thank you.
Well,
thank you much. Richard Dawson, man.
Branson.
Why do I keep... I did the same thing when we were talking about this space thing. Fuck.
Dude.
Richard Branson. All right.
Richard Branson and the Virgin Galactic was the company. And I was watching.
What a goof.
I was watching. Are you a Bond fan?
Some of it, yeah.
Okay, so fiance and I are watching Casino Royale.
Okay.
And dude, I'm telling you, like when I watch a movie, I engulf myself in the fucking film. Like I'm the third guy to the left. I put myself in the film so I can enjoy the film a lot more. And there's a scene in the film Casino Royale where Bond is chasing this dude through the Miami International Airport.
Yeah.
And at the security checkpoint, there's a dude with his hands up in the air getting checked out by security, and it's blurred. It's blurred, dude. And I'm like, babe, that's Richard Branson. She's like, what? I'm like, hold on. And I did a quick, 10-second rewind, and you could not see his face. You just saw his body and his hands and his a little bit of his beard. And I'm like, I bet you that is Richard Branson. She's like, how can you tell? You can't see his face. Quick Google search. Yes, he did do a stupid cameo for Casino Royale as going through a security checkpoint at Miami International Airport. So that was a weird flex on my part that I was able to tell who was who on.
Congratulations.
Oh shit. Let me can I call you later?
My favorite thing of the year was Squid Games. It was so unexpected,
dude, that
and then blew up.
Wow, that was actually pretty good.
I don't remember, but I watched it, and it was really good, and all the cool stuff. Let's see. Netflix had a lot of good shit this year. That's what I do know. It's because I spent most of my 2021 in my house, where I was doing stuff for work.
I didn't really watch that much TV this year because I was just like always out and about. I'd be coming home mad late.
This is my year of consumption. Holy garbage! I'm done.
So do you feel like Squid Game was like number one for you this year? Because last year was Tiger King for everybody.
Yeah. God. Well,
this year's Tiger King wasn't all that.
Well, they have another Tiger King now.
Yeah, I'm saying this year's Tiger King.
No, another Tiger King.
A third season coming out?
There's one on an entirely different dude.
Oh.
So it's already on Netflix right now. I don't know what but the story looks pretty hysterical.
Okay.
Probably media wise, God, I'd say Squid Games. Yeah. It was the most interesting, unique show that I have seen. I think in 2021. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, as much as I hate to say this, and my fiance was right about this one, season 3 was just like it was poor. This
I didn't finish it. I just didn't feel it. The vibe was off. It wasn't controversial at all. It was what's going on.
I know it's I forget that my computer is linked up to I'm not seeing dress. I was gonna get the artwork to fit into the
what? What's going on? So who is Delinda Poncho and Vark.tech
I have
or
no
Vor.ong? Wow, you guys are amazing. Love you so much for being fucking logical. And we're still talking about the 2021 space ride. Oh boy. Okay, so man, I can't remember what I've watched this year that's been so phenomenal that Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
Loki. Any of the Disney Marvel things that came out, that's it really is like the year of the TV shows. Hey, Peter, Happy New Year to you, buddy.
Happy New Year, Peter.
You still doing the podcast thing? I see you on Twitter. I'm afraid to go there though, Mr. Mr. Peter. Every time I do, people just walk away because I'm another white man who voices his opinion on Twitter. Nobody likes that.
And here's another thing that I forgot about, which was
Shannon Burke. Forgot to talk about that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your little interaction snafu with Shannon Burke.
Okay. I'm not saying this because the movie just came out, but I am saying it because it just came out. I believe that me meeting Shannon Burke was a glitch in the Matrix. It was not meant to happen. And because so many things from that have transpired in the most unusual ways. Like, the people who work around him know who I am.
Yeah.
Like, well. And Shannon still doesn't know me at all. Even though we had a meet and greet, it was like nothing ever happened. I followed up with a consensually fine, great email like, hey, how's it going? I'm just, check. I sent him to the link to our show and entering the black hole. I knew my chances were low.
Well, thank you for your boost in confidence right there.
The only thing, no, because we're a different generation.
We are. We are.
Fuck shit, cocksucker, tits fart, turd, twat, okay? Shannon can't say none of them words, and I can say all of them words.
I could say, let's go, Brandon, and Joe Biden's the best president ever, and just piss everybody off.
I think even I'm annoyed.
Yeah, I kind of gave up on politics at this point, but still try to keep your finger on the
Hey,
on the
actually,
pulse.
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Okay, so the idea now, it's 2021. It's a year after Biden's been in office. Okay,
No,
and a
it's-
lot of people have not talked about this specific subject. Everybody, do you feel that this is not even political per se? Do you feel that your measure of politics after Trump severely went down?
in regards
Answer.
in regards to like
Caring?
caring.
Concerned about the things that are happening?
Yeah, because we don't have a madman on the toilet tweeting every fucking day about the stupidest shit.
But again, do you personally have more stake in politics or less stake in politics due to the change of leadership?
I feel that like at Biden into
No,
office. Okay, no, I really
Take it as a generalized answer so nobody's feelings get hurt. Do you care more about politics or less about politics after Trump left office?
less.
Okay. And do you read the whatever news source and do you follow the politics going on? Do you feel what Senator Lindsey James is doing or Jim Lindsey or whatever his name is? Do you care about the Senate hearings? Do you care about any of that shit?
No, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. My finger on the pulse of politics has gone away for quite a bit because I the reason why I say it like that is I was a little bit more concerned because you had what's his name? John Mulaney said a horse in the hospital
Right.
comparison to someone who knows a little bit about politics.
But what did all that bickering get us?
Nothing, nowhere.
I'm starting to realize.
It got us a one-term angry orange.
Yeah,
That's all it did.
And even
It divided.
yes, Jim Lindsay is Dexter. Yes, I realize that. I need to stop consuming so much media because the fictional people. Yeah, Matt says, "Isn't Jim Lindsay the Dexter?" And yes, he is. Jim Lindsay is Dexter's new name. You're very lucky. Spoiler:
Yeah.
Watch episode 1 of Dexter: New Blood on Sundays on Showtime.
Is it good?
It's so funny. It's so funny because darkly funny.
Darkly funny.
But yeah. It was just like when we were going into, we were like Biden, or Trump. It didn't matter. It really did.
No, it
But
didn't.
as soon as January 6th happened, I think we were all done. I mean, we were done. I think the entire amount of people on both sides of the fence who are ever feeling that kind of terminal need to get it out are just like, all right, you wanted to see how far the shit goes when it trickles down to the absolute bottom. It storms the tower.
It does. And well, at that point, it stormed the Capitol. But
Well, okay. I was on such a roll, man. I've been watching so much fucking TV that I am putting up instead of political place.
yeah,
It's tower. Like in the Wheel of Town, the White Tower. Why's it got to be white? I don't know, but here we are. I'm sorry.
no, you're good on that. No, you're absolutely right. And I really haven't kept up that much on politics these past few months. After Biden took office, I all I hear is I hear a lot of negative. I hear a lot of negative in regards to like lowest approval rating, pulling out the troops or way too early, Afghanistan just falling to the Taliban. Like all I hear is like the negative. I would like to have a news network and listen. Not,
Go. Careful what you say.
I know.
Oh no!
I know.
I'm gonna be no.
I would love a news network that just reported on the good things that happened in the day. No, I don't want to hear about the murders. I don't want to hear about the mistrials. I don't want to hear about the murders or the stupid shit that Biden did or anything like that. But I want a news network or a station. Just give me 30 minutes of positivity.
So there's this channel right before CNN. It's made for ladies, but it tells the news. With like chipmunks on boats and shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's called like HLN or something.
Oh, headline news.
Yeah. It's more positive than negative.
It is.
But when they have a trial of the century and they know no one's going to die, they're like, poke
Yeah.
our hands in this. I think we get some ratings off this.
Yeah, no, but I
C-SPAN. You can watch C-SPAN,
dude. I love C-SPAN.
I know you do.
I listen to the Wall Street Journal every morning on the C-SPAN radio app, and I love hearing both sides. It makes me feel so crazy pulling into the office, and I've heard, the Republican from Arkansas talking crap about the representative from Rhode Island,
Jim Lindsay, yeah,
talking so much bullshit to the conservative from New Hampshire who just got off the phone with the liberal from Miami Beach. Like, it's just like all these crazy people calling in, and I got to give it up to the person, like the moderator or the host of the show, because how he hasn't lost his mind during the program.
I honestly believe that if you're the sound engineer for C-SPAN, did you make it or did you not? I don't. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, this is the team. This is the job I've always wanted. I am the guy who takes care of all of the audio in where I work, and I don't know. Wow, I'm pretty dumb today.
No,
but then he's got to go to all centers and all that kind of stuff, and then it comes out like garbage because he listens to death metal in there, and that's the only way he can tolerate working there. He's like, "Whoa."
But I will say
the
this.
Governor from Rhode Island, please stand up.
But that was good. That was good. I do listen.
I'm going to do that professionally soon.
To NPR. I listen more to NPR this year than anything. And I just hear like these pieces about positivity, about the advancement of research of the network that trees have. Yeah, I know. The level of deforestation that the Amazon is currently at right now. Like, I hear all these stories that
you listen to hippie radio.
I do listen to hippie radio. I totally do.
Did you know that deforestation of the Alps down below, if they don't get enough for their thing, then they're just not gonna make it this year. And this has been NPR News.
And you're John Lennon, because
I'm John Lennon.
That's exactly who you sounded like.
Really, John Lennon? Wow.
You really pulled a good John Lennon right there.
I was trying to do a soft-spoken Australian reporter.
You remember when Facebook went down?
It was glorious. Now it's back. Now it's the metaverse.
Do you think that like they took it down on purpose so they could put in the data for the metaverse? Because like I know there were betas of it prior to.
Absolutely.
Because like you shut down like all of it. You shut down WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp was affected.
You know what? I have no idea what that is.
WhatsApp?
I do not use it. It has no purpose to me whatsoever. The only time that someone's asked me to use it is to jump on there so I can get additional counseling on how to win more Bitcoin. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to do this. WhatsApp is no different than Zelle to me. Just take your money. Take your money. Okay, what do you got?
Well, no. Like WhatsApp is basically like a much more advanced messenger than Facebook Messenger itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I should get it?
It's usually like I have always seen people from other countries. Like I know my fiance uses WhatsApp to talk with friends and family in other countries. I know it's huge in the Spanish community that like they'd rather use WhatsApp than just Facebook.
Is
Messenger.
it because of the various cartoon characters that you can use in WhatsApp to describe how you feel without using words?
Maybe. Like I'm pulling up my WhatsApp right now, and because I got a new phone this year, like nothing really transferred properly.
Right, so you can find porn on there.
No. Like the only group chat that I have on here is a group chat that I have with all these paralegals that I've worked with over the years.
I wouldn't have any conversations with a bunch of paralegals over the years.
Never mind.
Don't say it.
I know.
Don't say it.
I had to bite my tongue on that
Don't
one.
say it.
I had to bite my tongue on that one.
I'm gonna hurt you.
But yeah, Facebook goes down, and it was a quiet day that day.
Yeah.
It went down for like.
I don't even think Sleepy Joe had anything to do that day. He was just like, we're gonna bomb North Korea today. Fuck it. It's a Tuesday. Why not? I don't know if it was a Tuesday. If I was, fantastic.
Like you actually had to call someone or text someone to see like, hey, how you doing? Kind of shit.
Oh, you mean we had to remember our friends' numbers?
Yeah, we had to like go to our Rolodex and pull out the number and then touch it in and all that bullshit. Area code 407.
Yeah. Did you have to go to your? Did you have to go to the phone book in your phone to find your friend?
The contacts.
The
Oh my God.
contacts. Man,
Oh, damn.
man, oh man, oh man.
2021, dude. I hope 2022 like is well, look, 2021 was a lot more positive than 2020 itself because the whole COVID, the lockdown, the restrictions, all the crazy shit, all the dying that we had in 2020. Even though we're kind of going back to it now, because I feel 2020 took a pause, and the pause button was 2021. Because have you noticed more? I could tell you, I can count on my hand right now how many of my close friends have fucking COVID. Just like close, and I'm saying close friends because remember earlier when COVID began,
Yeah,
you didn't know anyone who had COVID.
and now everybody has it.
Everybody you know.
Well, that's what happens when you fuck around all the time with this stuff. It's always the same. Like I listen. It's been 2 years now. I still haven't gotten COVID once.
Me either. And
I keep a mask wherever I go because people of Florida are fucking dirty.
Oh yeah, no.
I love you all. I'm just kidding. I do love you all.
I've been to a lot more events this year than anything. Went to EDC. That was a cesspool.
But again, it wasn't it wasn't Omicron cesspool.
No, I think EDC created Omicron.
Either.
I say that jokingly.
No, I'm just gonna leave it there. I was like, back to you.
All the sporting events, the NBA came back, the NFL,
everything came back and then went away again and then came back and now we're on now some teams are not able to play football because of COVID numbers. Guys, we're walking in again to 2019 again. So I really, really hope that we made enough content, Pat, not us, just people in Hollywood to keep us occupied for another year. Seriously. 2021, do we shoot a lot of shows because we need a lot of shows. More shows than what we need to deal with because if I'm sitting in my apartment, I need new shows.
You know what I fucking want? I want Top Gun Maverick already.
I could care less.
Dude, this year we got the new James Bond film that everyone's been waiting for because that one was, Rami Malek as a bad guy. That one sat on, done for like almost 2 years, and then fucking COVID. Then they released it to, make some money back.
Yeah.
And
Top Gun,
well, it did great.
Good.
It was actually a really good film. It was one of the longest Bond films ever. But
I'll watch it when it comes to Amazon. I can watch it for $6.99 in my house.
Dude, we've been watching like the old Bond films lately.
Yeah. I watch them every time they have a holiday. When I was a kid, though, I watched them all on the holiday.
Yeah.
No matter what the holiday was, they always had Bond on.
Huh.
Remember? Like Christmas, Bond. New Year's, Bond. Valentine's Day, Bond on Spike. What was the other? Juneteenth, Bond. You know what I mean? Bond plus Amistad, and then that was pretty shitty.
Yeah, it was. That was horribly shitty, bro.
Yeah, it's a good story though. Good story.
Do you have a favorite Bond?
Goldfinger.
Okay. Ooh.
Actually, no. The one where they go to the moon.
Moonraker.
Moonraker is great. I love the laser pistols. It's the only where they sci-fi. Yeah. I don't even remember who the Bond was. Was it Richard Dalton? Was that what?
No, you're thinking about Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton. I'm wrong with everything. So if you guys take anything I say for fact, you guys are fools.
No. Moonraker was with Roger Moore, and the bad guy had a beard, and that was, I think, the one with Jaws.
Yeah, the guy threw the Odd Job.
No. Odd Job was in Goldfinger.
That's right. I'm so sorry, Odd Job, dude. I want you to look up Odd Job, and we need to talk Odd Job tonight. That seems, if we are going to end the show anywhere, let's spend a few minutes talking about the actor who played Odd Job on the Bond film Moonraker. What do you think, Pat? What do we got? What's his actual name?
Okay, so Odd Job was portrayed by Harold Sakata.
Harold Sakata. And is Harold Sakata still with us?
Harold Sakata. Well, he was Korean.
Okay, great.
Died 1982 at the age of 62.
When did Moonraker come out?
Moonraker came out. Pulling that up right now. Well, not Moon. It was Goldfinger.
Right, Goldfinger. Okay, when did
came out in 1959.
So he had some years with that Bond money.
Yeah, just a few.
Just a few. What else has he been in?
Let's see. So, novel Goldfinger. All right. So, Harold Sataka. I'm pulling all this up from our trusted source of Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, selling the dreams of America.
Well, here's the cool thing about
which is true.
Harold Sataka. He was an American Olympic weightlifter, professional wrestler.
Fuck yeah, Harold.
And a film actor of Japanese descent. He won the silver medal for the United States. Holy shit! He won the silver medal for the United States in 1984 Summer Olympics in London in weightlifting, and later became a popular professional wrestler under the ring name Tosh Togo.
All right, let's give it up for Harold. 2021 goes to Harold. All right, let's give Harold a fucking round of applause, man.
Harold Sataka. Dude, I didn't know that about Odd Job.
Well, there you go. See, we decided to deviate from the norm and find out about Odd Job. Harold Sakachi.
We were
Satoshi.
Sataka.
Sataka. Right.
Sakata.
I'm thinking Satoshis.
Yeah.
That's Bitcoin. Sorry.
But since I've been watching, like we watched Tomorrow Never Dies last night with Pierce Brosnan and Denise Richards, and I foolishly told my fiance, "Oh yeah," when I was, and I said it like this because I wanted to say it carefully, and I'm like, "Honey, you remember how you told me how you had a crush on the kid from Terminator 2 when you were a kid?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, I had a crush on Denise Richards when I was a kid."
Oh, who did? I said that off mic so you could get the genuineness of it. Denise Richards and Wild Things.
Wild Things.
Wild Thing. Nev Campbell, baby. You guys kiss and I'll do the rest.
We didn't even see. Well, I didn't want
It didn't matter to me in the moment. It was two of my favorite idols kissing on TV and somebody. Oh,
all you saw was Nev Campbell's back and a little bit of side boob.
Yeah, but they're making out.
They were making out.
They were fucking hard making out.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different time back then. You didn't need cum shields for shots.
And Denise Richards, I had remembered her not only from Wild Things, but also Starship Troopers. The unisex shower scene was just... What the fuck was that?
Well, give it up for Starship Troopers for always being cutting edge on something. Holy moly. Those guys are silly, dude.
It was a good film. It was a graphic good film, for Christ's sakes.
And it ended up being a really horrible trilogy.
Oh, dude, I never saw number 2 or 3.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I think the third one, they knew what kind of movie they were making.
Mm-hmm.
See, the weird thing is the first one takes place over a great deal of time. The second one takes place in a day.
Really?
You know what I mean? For like the time frame. So Starship Troopers, you're getting like this whole dun 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 dun. Would you like to know more? And then it tells you about the history of the alien, and then it goes to the bad boy planet, and then it goes our propaganda. And number 2, they do that in the very beginning of the movie. And then they land, and it takes place at a very specific event. So it only covers that event, and then it's over. And then there's a third movie, and I don't remember what happened.
Was Casper Van Dien in all 3 of them?
I don't remember. I really, really don't remember at all. Starship Troopers was so great, though. If you guys want a good movie that you just do not know is coming, watch Starship Troopers. It is fantastic.
Neil Patrick Harris as... some brainiac military ops person.
It is a bizarre but silly film. It truly is a cult classic if you know where to find it. Not the sequels, not so much.
You know, I have off the next few days, so you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna watch the sequels to the Starship Troopers.
It's not how I would say I would want to recommend use of my time, but whatever, man.
To each their own, right?
Absolutely. Starship Troopers sequel sounds I'd rather watch videos from Portugal of people dancing.
No, no. You know what? I've been saying to myself like there are some films that I haven't watched, like cult classics. Like I've never watched Animal House,
Okay, you need to watch that.
never seen Porky's.
Porky's hasn't aged well.
Okay. I'm
It's kind of a movie about voyeurism, though, and strip clubs. It's a bananas ass film.
okay
When I mean bananas, I mean off the wall, straight like shtick comedy.
because like 2 years ago, I finally watched Elf.
I really wish people wouldn't reference that film in my presence. I just I like it. Will Ferrell's hilarious. It is a timeless holiday movie, but Die Hard is a goddamn Christmas movie.
Would you consider Batman Forever a Christmas movie?
Probably.
Okay.
If it takes, these are the only credentials of how it could be a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Does it take place during Christmas? If it takes place during Christmas, it's a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
Die Hard takes place on Christmas Eve. So therefore, it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah. And Batman takes place like the week of Batman Returns takes place
Again,
the week of
December.
Christmas.
We can work with that.
Yeah.
Starship Troopers, not a Christmas
Not
movie. By the way, actually, there is a couple of movies I did remember. I did remember I watched this year. Actually, hold on. I figured it out, Pat. Okay, so recently, the guy who played Jesse Pinkman, Aaron Paul, I believe his name is?
Yeah, Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul. He stars in a movie. He's not even like the main actor of the movie, but the movie is fantastic about political discussions about drone strikes.
Okay.
It is Eye in the Sky. It's on Netflix right now. It is super good.
Eye in the Sky.
Eye in the Sky. And it takes place. It is a one government operation happening in real time. And it deals with the questions about the realities that we have to deal with terrorism,
Mm-hmm.
or is the mission more important? There's a lot of political discourse in the film, and they really set a good example about how that discussion should be had.
Okay, I'll have to check.
It is a very powerful film. The Eye in the Sky, yeah, that's the name of it.
Eye in the Sky. All right, I'll definitely have to check that one
And
out.
there was one I just watched last night. I need to find the name of it because it has your girl in it. I mean, it has your boy in it. Not actually. The guy who plays in Scrubs, the black guy.
Oh God. Let's watch that Rocky movie. Okay. I love you, honey.
Drone Strikes, yeah. It's a really good film.
Oh my God, I know who you're talking about.
It's Turk, yeah, from the show.
Yeah,
but
Donald Faison.
Donald Faison.
Donald Faison. I know my stuff.
Okay,
And
so
the only reason why I know Donald Faison's name is because of Fake Doctors, Real Friends, their podcast.
All right, Donald Faison. I'm gonna look up the name of the movie from last night because it was so good. It was like, I remember it. The Wave.
The Wave.
It requires
Mm-hmm.
some kind of disorienting thing to watch this movie.
Okay.
But the message is intense, but it's good.
Okay.
And it's opposite. He stars opposite to what's his name?
We
The Want.
we just watched Don't Look Up.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I know what it's about now.
Yeah. It's kind of intense, and like when we were watching it the other night, I remember like telling Ani like, hey, like how would you feel knowing that you're gonna die on this day, and like being the first person to find that out, like because Leonardo DiCaprio is the lead in the film,
Right.
and he's the one who discovers like, holy crap, this thing's gonna hit Earth, and like what would go through your mind, Aaron, if you found out you're the very first person in the world to find out that the Earth is going to end on March 18th at 5 p.m. Like, what would be going through your head right then and there?
I have no idea. It goes into human psychology. Do you want to know? And if you know, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. And it was a very idiocracy approach to how the world treated the news of the world ending.
Right.
And I love the film because it pulled on the feels, it made you laugh, and it was a great cast.
Yeah?
Yeah, Meryl Streep, Jonah Hill.
I like Jonah Hill. I just watched Maniac.
Really?
Yeah, have you seen that?
No, how was that?
Again, these are a lot of cerebral films, like where you need a constant. Actually, that one's more of a series, but it deals with a lot of like how I got to be very careful on how I say this stuff. It's a very cerebral movie. You know what I mean? It's very intense on your mind. Like, no matter what's happening, things are not as they seem, and you're kind of looking around the screen for things that makes you feel comfortable, and it's not there. You know, that's the whole thing. Is they really play with what's your mind and what people have grown to like accept to be on. But it's a lot of disillusionalism.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a word or not, but
This
it makes you cross your wires and think things aren't a certain way. You know, it's It's deceitful.
It's deceitful.
It's
Okay.
deceitful. I spent 5 minutes trying to find the fucking word deceitful. Yeah, the movie's called The Wave. I'm gonna have it right here. I'm trying to remember the other dude's name for you. All right, so the guy from Justin Long's in the film.
Oh, I like Justin
on
Long.
opposite of Donald Faison. It's a good film. It's really, really different from what they normally do, but it was comical and dark and hilarious and silly.
So I had to reread the post that Adi put saying, "Let's watch that movie, Rocky." I thought she was saying like, "Let's watch that movie
that
Rocky."
I suggested.
No, I thought she was
Rocky
saying
the movie.
Rocky the movie. I'm like, that's a classic. I'd love to watch that. But she was basically saying, "Let's watch that movie, Rocky." Like telling me to watch. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna watch that film.
Eye in the Sky is a comforting couples film. It will. It'll take you to great lengths of holding yourselves and praying there's no more drone strikes.
Oh, dude, fucking drone strikes.
That's what the film is about, though. Drone strikes.
I don't know if it was the Jack Ryan series that dove into like a little bit of the psyche behind the pilots. I forget. It was a show where like it kept going back and forth to a drone pilot and how their minds were fucked up because like they're
what they're saying, what they're doing.
Yeah, like you push a button and you just killed a village. You just killed 7 people in a truck just by the push of a button. I don't think I could handle something like that.
I don't think taking anyone's life is worth the need for government security.
Dude, I if I see a spider in the house, or a lizard, I pick it up and I put it outside.
You're nicer than most relocation programs.
Oh, shit.
Why can't the prison people just be that nice?
It's fucking crazy, but dude, you ready for 2022?
Right for a nap.
Well, same shit. I'm gonna go
sleep through 2022 just like I did 2021, or we'll come back in a year if we make it, and then we'll maybe do this again. Who knows?
We're aiming to have a controversial episode next week.
Okay.
Something that happened here in Southern Florida that didn't affect a lot, but the people that did affect it raised a lot of questions and raised a lot of brows. So I'm trying to get that set up. Once details are confirmed, I'll put it out there. But as always, check us out on withasideofchaos.com. Give us a like and subscribe on all the social medias, on all the platforms, whether it's iHeart, Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, Google Playlists. We're everywhere. We have a fucking website.
Soon your Oculus Rift.
Soon,
how's that?
Soon the Oculus Rift. There you go.
Soon everyone in their houses is going to Ready Player One themselves to death. And then I'll be here on the outside of the metaverse going, hey, what you all doing in there? I'm just living out here because you're all in there.
What's your resolution?
I'm going to become fucking ruthlessly rich.
Okay.
I have no hobbies other than podcasting and making really bad noise music.
I'm sorry. Continue.
I have nothing but time. I have nothing but time to figure it out.
Nothing but time.
I'm a driver. I drive around thinking of ways that we can all be happy and fat. And I'm hoping at the end of 2022, we don't even have to do this anymore. You can come see us. You know what I mean? That would be fantastic. No tours.
I wanted to watch the movie with Jesse Pinkman, not the movie Rocky. LOL. Oh, she's a huge Breaking Bad fan.
Oh, Aaron Paul fan?
No, not Aaron Paul. Well, yeah, Aaron Paul fan, but also just Breaking Bad fan in general.
Yeah, me too.
So like everyone from that, young Carlos Esposito. Oh my God, what's his name in the fucking show?
Tuto?
No, the brown
Tuco?
dude. The brown dude. Not Saul. Freaking. Oh, screw you, Russian. Or
screw you, Vorang. Vorang.
I gotta.
Hey, Annie, decipher that. Is any of that worthless?
No, that's Crimean or that's Russian.
So are we taking deposits for people now?
I don't know. But
hey, you want to funnel money to us? That's fine. We don't care. We're poor. Fuck you. Give me your money.
But no, my New Year's resolution: plan a wedding.
There you go.
That's the New Year's resolution. Plan the wedding, whether it's going to be here or in Germany. I'm getting married next year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And any closing thoughts? Any final words
on 2021? Or
yeah.
I'm gonna be sleepy early on New Year's Eve because I'm gonna get ice cream before. So I'm gonna be a nap when 2022 hits.
I've said this multiple times on multiple platforms, and I try to live it every day. Put your freaking hitch away if you're not pulling anything on your freaking truck. I'm serious. Like I'm done with that. I'm done of seeing.
This is the hill you're gonna die on, is a fucking hitch.
Yes, I am sick.
You know what? I'm okay with this. You know what? This offends no one. Go ahead, continue. Tell us about the hitch problem.
Take off your hitch if you're not pulling anything on your freaking truck. As always, if you're not laughing, you're not living. Live every day to the fullest, but always do it
with weed. Lots of chronic and chaos.
We will see you in 2022, everybody. Later.